Good morning, guys. Doing a full day of eating, but today's day of eating started yesterday because it was a birthday cheat extravaganza. We had some drinks and stuff. And this morning, Julius went to daycare. I had my coffee with heavy cream, so we're gonna do a full day of eating. How do you recover from a cheat day?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. This is my gift, Matt.
That was my gift to you.
We found a nanny that we really love. She comes once a week, care.com, highly recommend it. She's young, she's doing it, she's great with Theo, and so she's coming for a couple hours. We're gonna watch some football, have some drinks. And I did my hair for once since giving birth. It's weird to say that, like I haven't done my hair since giving birth. So I got Matt 3 gifts. I got his Gunner glasses. You guys saw those, you've seen those. Oh, look at how you're wearing them. I gotta show them.
Looks great.
Turn your side to the side.
Oh, that part.
Yeah. And then I got you a box of Built Bars because that's your guilty pleasure snack.
Is this a card too?
Yeah.
It's a picture of Julius running out back because when he gets out in the backyard, he tries escaping. He's escaped twice.
And he just books it.
Yeah, he loves it. That's his favorite thing.
Yeah, to do. Wait, did you read the last part?
Yeah.
What does it say?
First class instrumental.
I wrote you a little rap to the first class instrumental.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Are you gonna say it?
I'm really embarrassed to, but I'm
gonna... For the video too?
No. We went to the store once, right? That's gonna look really good on you.
Cool. Thank you. Oh, but the plan for my birthday is I'm gonna have a few craft beers since I'm a craft beer fan. I'm actually not like the biggest. I realize there's so many people that are huge craft beer fans. I wouldn't call myself like that big of one. I just enjoy them.
What are you doing?
Basically, I'm gonna test my ketones. I'll do a couple tests today just to kind of show you what alcohol does with ketones. That's kind of why we're filming today, so I can have beers and maybe test my ketones along the way.
And change it up.
First Class by Blueface.
Now I'm just gonna sing my rap in my head.
Starting now on Amazon
You're
Music.
gonna sing it, yeah.
No.
I thought you were gonna say it.
It's gonna be instrumental. I can't rap over Blueface. First snap, Matt taking it back. 6th grade champion quarterback.
Whoa.
It was 6th grade, right?
It wasn't 6th grade, it was 8th grade. But...
Damn it. Well, I can change that real quick.
So we got a bunch of testers, we got sent them. A lot of you guys ask like which one's the best. No one knows. There's no objective measure to test these against.
Low.
See, look at this, guys. So this one's telling me low, this one's telling me 0.9. I don't think they actually work. I might even go as far as saying this entire blood ketone testing industry thing might just be a scam. Like, I'm not sure that it's not a scam.
It's just not that accurate. Like, maybe even like comparing it to like how cholesterol's a shot in time, it doesn't really give you a ton, right?
Or maybe the variance is just so big on it. Like maybe it's like plus or minus like 0.7 or like 1. Yeah, like it just, yeah. So do I still do the ketone testing with?
We should just pick one meter. I always stick with Keto Mojo. For some reason.
Well, this one says 0.9, so
okay,
that one said low.
We'll stick with this one then. He's going through his 3rd developmental leap right now.
You know the only thing that calms him down?
First Class by Blueface featuring Gunna.
He loves this. Right when the beat drops, he's in love. See, he's still a little rowdy. Oh, he's rowdy. He's like, what's happening? This isn't the song, is it?
First class, what I spent on the shoe.
We're back! And someone was playing when we got back!
He doesn't like playing with me though, he likes playing with his little play mat.
He loves looking into the mirror. Alright, time to test?
It's been 5 hours and 3 beers. Mega like brought this.
And I brought some candles.
She really went all out.
But it was like pretty packed. Matt would have been embarrassed.
I appreciate it though. So I was a 0.9 allegedly before we left. 0.6, okay. At least it's going in the direction I would expect, so there's something to that maybe. But essentially like your body starts metabolizing the alcohol, prioritizes that, so that it's not producing new ketones, and then you're still like using your body to burn through ketones. So that's what results in lower ketone readings. So it should just continue. If I were to test like every hour, it would just get lower and lower. Yeah, I'll test tomorrow morning to start the day of eating.
0.7.
0.7, okay, so if we're gonna believe these, which I no longer do, my ketones are only down slightly, so.
But we'll talk about a little later We'll readdress why you would test your ketones.
I guess I didn't capture every beer I had on screen. I had three beers.
And then we just had wings for...
And, yeah, I looked up the carbs in the beer. So the first beer I had, I think that was like 22 grams of carbs or something. So the craft beers and the IPAs and stuff, those really pack in the carbs. So I probably had like 60 carbs just from beers. I had a few snacks and stuff afterwards. So I probably had like close to 100 carbs yesterday. So today, I gotta recover from my cheat day. What do you do?
Did you go on the treadmill fasted?
I didn't do fasted cardio. I didn't do multi-day fast, egg fast, beef and butter fast is like a new thing you guys are asking
Ham
us
and
about.
something, remember? There's like a ham fast.
There's a ham fast maybe. No, just doing a normal day of eating. That's how I recover from cheat days or any kind of day. Just normal. Don't do anything extreme. Extreme just leads to more extremes.
So for my morning coffee, I've been keeping it pretty simple. This is just instant coffee, hot water, stevia, and then I add some of this unsweetened macadamia milk. I really like it.
So it's breakfast time and our fridge is completely filled with kefir now. I've turned into a master fermenter. I got 2 half-gallon things of blackberry kefir here. This is lemon. And then this right back here is my master culture. This is where all the grains are. So I got to start working through this kefir pretty quickly. So that is why for breakfast I'm having this amount of kefir. I don't know how much it is. It's probably like, what is that, like 3 cups maybe? And then I'm also cooking breakfast. We're doing eggs and some of these breakfast sausages. So I'm making 3 for Mega and I'm gonna have the rest. First meal, it's about noon. 4 eggs and 6 of these sausages. These are Peterson brand sausages. We get them from Sprouts.
And then I have 3 links and 2 over medium eggs, just like I like it, cooked in ghee.
A little bit of ghee.
Cooked in a little bit of ghee. And then I also had this while I was snacking while I was feeding Theo. And these are my favorite. I have at least one of these a day. I want to have 2.
It's an epic bar.
They're so good.
Very common question is how to recover from a cheat day, or more commonly it's like, I haven't been doing keto for 2 weeks or a month. How do I get back on? And it's really just as simple as like eating keto foods, not doing anything crazy. I even think like eating excess calories just as long as it's keto, that's a good first step. Then you're not in the restriction mindset of like trying to quickly recover.
Right.
Instead, you're just trying to slowly correct your eating habits. And it's less about like, how do you recover from the cheat meal and more about forward looking. Like, how am I going to avoid having a cheat day again if that's something I want to avoid?
Matt's takeaway has been like, you think they're just false, right? The readings are scams, they're not necessary.
Oh, I don't know, why?
Well, no, I was gonna touch on, because a lot of people like to test,
Yeah.
and they are testing, and for them, it's an important part of their day or whatever, their routine, and so I wanna talk about like some reasons you would, because I don't want you to just see this and be like, oh, it's a scam, and then like, you know, completely forego it.
I wouldn't say it's a scam. It's probably telling you something, but like, is it accurate? No, it's far from accurate. Someone we had a podcast with, Adam Schwably, he has this good theory on like, the cheat day yesterday was my birthday. It was like sort of a planned out thing. I was like, I'm going to have some beers.
Yeah. And would you would you even consider it a cheat day?
Not really. Yeah, I guess for me, I more have days where, like weekdays, work days, normal days, where I'm just trying to be optimal, eat the foods I set out to eat.
Right.
This was a day that I planned on being not optimal, indulging a little bit. And I think as long as you plan it and then you kind of stick to the plan, my plan was like 2 to 3 beers, ended up having 3. Yeah. I think when you really get in trouble is when it's unplanned and it's like, oh, there's a Reese's Fast Break 2 for 1 at the register. Let me just grab those and eat them in the car.
And it's like 8 a.m.
Yeah.
and then the day just trails off.
That's more so an issue, right?
But if you are testing or you want to be testing and you're looking to like invest in something, reasons you would do it is, some reasons we do it and we have done in the past is experimenting. So like our sugar alcohol video or our sweetener video, right? So we test and we experiment that way. You can see how it affects you when you eat a certain meal or drink a certain drink. And then also for a lot of people, and even for me in the past, it's a motivating factor. So like you wake up, you see your ketones are high, and then you're like, oh great, like today's gonna be a good day, I'm feeling good. And if that number motivates you, then there's no harm in that. I wouldn't rely on it. I wouldn't make it like the sole, factor of my motivation, but it could be a tool you use to motivate you. I think it's better than the pea strips. That's just one thing. A lot of people are still asking about the pea strips.
I think most people associate high ketone readings with like faster weight loss.
Right.
Which it's not.
Is it necessary? No, by no means. But we like to incorporate it, especially in our vlogs, to give you an idea of what we're doing.
You do it a lot more than me.
Yeah.
I barely use it. Mega uses it almost every day.
No.
I always see you testing.
I don't use the ketone meter every day, but what I would use more frequently is the blood glucose meter. That's what I'll test. That to me says more, especially because I'm incorporating more carbs these days. I like to see how it impacts my blood glucose because that's going to give you an immediate feedback, like 30, 60, 90 minutes. I like to see the numbers. Hey, I don't depend on them though. I think that's important. So I just made some bars. I've made a couple times already, but I got lazy and I was just eating the oatmeal, just straight like oatmeal, but I really like it in bars because it's a lot easier. It's like meal prepped basically, and I like to add protein powder. So this is the protein powder I like to use. It's paleo protein powder, so it's dairy free. I am doing dairy free right now because of Theo, and I noticed that it really does impact him, so I'm keeping it out of everything I'm eating. And so that's in here, a couple scoops of that. Also a couple scoops of this collagen that we have, some oats, cinnamon, stevia, and peanut butter. Usually when I'm breastfeeding Theo, it's easy and it's filling, and then also in the morning when I wake up. So I'm gonna pop these in the oven. It is now 4:15 and I am having a midday snack. This is oats. You guys saw that I am doing some carbs from oats, just higher carb veggies in our last vlog. So there's some in here, and then I'm gonna add this protein powder, and then I'm gonna also add some of this. This is my favorite flavor, macadamia nut butter. Theo just ate, so he's good to go. And then look at this beautiful T-bone steak we got from the farm. We're gonna be cooking up tonight.
Okay guys, I'm here. I'm gonna start preparing some dinner, and check it out. This is what we're gonna do. We got this big boy steak. It's a T-bone. Then we got these mini eggplants we got from the farmer's market. I'm just gonna like cook those in the oven with some fat. And we got these squashes. And if you've watched our videos the past week or so, we had like a day of eating where we talked about how many ingredients we ate, and we had the Game Changers documentary review. And this is an example, 3 foods, all found within, I don't know, maybe like 50 miles of us. These are all local things, so it is pretty easy to eat local, limited number of ingredients. Yeah, I'm gonna cook these in maybe like some tallow or some ghee, something like that. Trying to decide on what the best nickname we've come up so far for Theo is. We got 3 options, comment below. We got Buttermilk Biscuit, I created that one. We got Mountain Man, I created that one. And then we have the Co-Ed Killer, I created that one too.
Did you fart?
Yeah.
We're not doing Co-Ed Killer.
Could be Co-Ed Killer.
Or if you have any good ones, comment below.
Steak's in the oven. Go check on it. See how it looks.
You want a treat? Come get a treat. Come get a treat. Liver. Oh, good catch. Whoa, smoky. Yeah, it feels done.
What other nickname did you come up with?
T-bone.
Looks pretty good. Cooked it pretty well. It's like a medium. It's like a solid medium, I'd say. And then here's veggies. So there's megas. It's 1 delicata squash, and then these eggplants, I don't know. They don't look that good.
They look poosicles.
They look like poo plant. Okay, so there's what I'm having. I might have the rest of it too. I probably will if Mega doesn't want it. And then there's Mega's serving.
I'll probably have the bone. And I have my breastfeeding pillow on already, just in case we need it.
Yeah, day of eatings are a lot more treacherous, more effort involved with a baby.
Yeah.
I also have some of the seaweed sauerkraut I'm gonna have too. Probably just like 1/4 cup. Okay guys, we're gonna film in a little bit because Theo's crying and it's almost his bedtime. This is a bad time of day for him. Theo's favorite show is it's Dave and Ava on YouTube. We're limited to less than a ½ hour per day.
Yeah.
I finished my steak. I ate everything except for the eggplant. And now I'm having this keto bar for dessert.
Woof, 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 woof. It's Matt's B-Day gift.
Oh, that's what you're having?
A Built Bar.
I had one of those yesterday and it tasted like extra chemically.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. Because I sucked on it instead of just chewing it.
Yeah.
I sucked on it.
I won't do that then.
It wasn't very good when you do it like
Someone's
that.
getting sad.
So here's the question of the day. At what point in your life or what age or like what big life event did aesthetics stop being a big concern of yours? Like how your body visually looks. Because I'm realizing now that I got a kid, I got a stable wife.
Well, this is something we were discussing yesterday. Well, you didn't have a revelation. I brought up the conversation.
Okay.
You always take credit for everything.
She did it. She did most of it.
No, I mean, because Yeah, I think that has been a big focal point of mine right now with having had a child. Everyone is like, how much do you weigh now? Did you get back to your pre-pregnancy weight? Like, you know, all those kinds of questions. And then I'm like, does it even matter? Like, is my pre-pregnancy weight,
why does that matter?
does that define me, or is that actually who I am? Like, I'm a new person now, right?
I mean, weight is a proxy for health, and to some degree. Like, at what point do you stop worrying about that? Because obviously, like,
does it become secondary? Like, you have other priorities, right?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, when you're like a 23-year-old woman looking hot, it's
Or
like man. But I mean, women more so, right? Women derive most of their value from looks.
Yeah.
Like their social
and men from wealth and stuff.
Market. Yeah, men can be more oriented on like wealth to attract a mate. It's less about physical attractiveness. I would say this might be like sexist, but I think that's just the truth. That's the way I see it, at least. But yeah, so I totally understand like 25-year-old woman caring a lot about looks.
Yeah.
But to me, like just a 40-year-old woman or 40-year-old man, who are you doing it for at that point? Is it yourself? Sure.
I don't even think age plays so much into it as like, because I'm 29, but for me, aesthetics aren't as important anymore.
So yeah, if you're a 40-year-old single woman and you're like back on the dating scene.
Yeah. You just keep putting a number on it, but it doesn't matter. It's a mind state,
yeah,
right?
I'm just saying like around 40. 40 to me seems old to being caring a lot about aesthetics.
Well, 40's young. I don't, like, yeah, I guess I don't put a number on it. I put like priorities to that.
Okay, like
the markers of
having multiple kids.
Yeah, like kids or like just other passions and successes in life where everything isn't focused on like diet, scale, how do I look good in it, how do I look in a bikini, right? Because there's so much more to life than that. People who are in their 40s are probably married with kids.
Yeah, typically.
Right, typically. So that's why it's like, it's fascinating.
So I guess to me, there's a few drop-off points. Like steady relationship, that's drop-off one, where it's like, okay, this is kind of locked up. I'm not really on the dating market anymore. Looks, aesthetics drop off a little bit. Like they don't totally go away, but like you care a little less. That's why like some people get fat in a relationship, fat and happy, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Step two, I would say like marriage. Because then there's a contractual binding. It's just another degree of like, we're together.
Commitment.
Then a kid, I think, is another thing for sure. Because then you got a little bit of a built-in excuse. Like dad bod, that's an expression for a reason. Because you got a kid, you can't really justify spending 2 hours a day at the gym. It's hard to justify that.
If you want to spend 2 hours in the gym, like I think that's totally fine. If you have the means to do that, that's fine, or the time.
Yeah.
Like when Theo's like 8, you know.
If he's like off at school.
Yeah, I mean, I might do that. I probably would do that. Matt would too. Your set of priorities seems superficial.
See, but in that scenario, when Theo's like off at school and I'm working out for health and feeling good. I'm not working out to look good.
Yeah, to be like super like lean.
Whereas when I was 22, I was working out like I want a 6-pack.
Yeah,
you know?
I wasn't working out for strength. We had this conversation. It wasn't about strength. It was about like how we looked, our physique.
So comment below. What do you guys think about this whole topic? And we're gonna unbox this Keto crate. We haven't done one of these in a while. We still get them.
Yeah, and people still ask, do you think they're worth it?
There's a bunch of them. Keto crate, in my mind, is really excelling above all the rest.
I agree.
Better and better as far as just like how much value is in them, I would say. And they really jam it full, yeah.
Yeah.
Fast Snacks cookies, those are good.
Oh, looks like they got new packaging.
Salami whips. Oh, these Hecka bars, we tried these the other day. Those are pretty good.
This is probably the best box we've had in a really long time. Like, I would eat all of these snacks, I feel like.
Yeah,
try
guys.
them all in there.
Oh, comment below, guys. The term woke, do you view that in a positive or a negative way?
I mean, most people, I feel like, aren't gonna know what woke is.
Oh, everyone on the internet knows what woke is.
My dad has zero clue what woke is.
I guarantee your dad knows what woke is.
Dad, if you know what woke is, call me right now and tell me the definition of woke.
Oh,
there he goes.
he's crying.
All right. Bye.
Bye.